Fresh FM, your favorite hit music station. Johnny Bytes here with you, always at your service. Live the live here at the Fresh Sound. And this morning, guys, we are graced by none other than the indie darling of the Philippines. One of the first few artists under Sony's new regional label called Off Mute. Again, live the live, here's a Fresh Sound. Very honored to interview, again, the indie darling of the Philippines. We have here with me, Miss Clara Benin. Ayun. Hello, good morning to you, Clara.
Hello.
Hi
Good
tayo sa mga
morning.
watch natin dyan. So, yun yung
Hello
tawag
to
natin.
everyone watching
Ayun.
or
Hello, hello,
listening.
guys. Hello, hello sa inyo. How are you guys? And again, kasama natin si Clara now. And she is here to actually talk about yung kanyang latest single, which is yung Suara, Hati. But before that, I know that you guys are very much familiar with who Clara Benin is. Pero for those who doesn't know pa kung sino si Miss Clara Benin, we're gonna get to know her a bit more. But yun nga, ask natin siya a bit, a story or a history of how she came about the music industry. If you could share to us your story.
Mhm. Um, where to begin? Well, I grew up in a, musical family. My dad's from side A, so music has always been there. Like pero I really, I guess, started to take music seriously nung high school na when I started writing my own songs and learning how to play the guitar. Tapos nagko-cover ako, pinopost ko online. So that's really how it all started, I guess. Tapos eventually I started posting my own original songs online and people started to really like it, and that's when I realized like, oh, I can actually do this. I can actually, write songs
Mhm.
for a living. It's possible. So yeah, that's pretty much how it started.
So you started at a very ano talaga no young age kasi as you mentioned nga. So for those who don't know guys, yung dad ni Clara is from a very popular band here in the Philippines, yung Side A. So sa mga hindi po nakakaalam. And also I think if I remember correctly, just correct me if I'm wrong, you also had a brother, 'di ba, na who also ventured in the music industry. I think
Yes,
I
yes.
naalala ko yung time na. But anyway, ayun nga. So um was there another instrument na ginagamit mo? I think kasi majority nakikita natin nagpe-play ka ng guitars, eh, 'no? So, was it really
Mhm.
something that you like talaga na guitar talaga yung una mong nagustuhan na i-play na instrument?
Well, I had piano lessons as a kid. All my siblings, we had piano lessons. Pero yung guitar talaga yung personal choice ko, I guess. Like I picked it up at my own will. And yeah, I fell in love with the instrument. And I guess also because I looked up to artists. Like I grew up listening to mga Avril Lavigne, Michelle Branch, and they were singer-songwriters who
Mm,
played the guitar. So that was a huge influence in
influence.
my music.
Well, talking about influences na-mention mo, Avril Lavigne and, Michelle Branch. I remember Michelle Branch talaga, naalala ko yun. So, other artists pa na, you grew up with aside from those na talagang you look up to, like, locally, let's start locally.
Locally, hmm. I didn't really grow up. I grew up more on like with like Western music, to be honest. Pero I remember like really being fond of sina Barbie, Almabis, and Julianne, especially
Yeah.
when I was a bit older na nung college na ako. And I started, getting into the indie scene. I started performing and I'd see them on stage
Mhm.
and voila, they're just they're so cool, and they play the guitar as well. So I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, I want to be like these women.
Were you able to get a hold of yung si Barbie nung she was in a band, yung Hungry Young Poets pa?
No, I think
Ayun, sige.
I was very young. Barbie's Cradle naabutan
Oh,
ko.
yeah, Barbie's Cradle, yeah. But
Yeah, yeah,
if
yeah.
you try to listen to yung ano, if you have the time, try to listen to Hungry Young Poets. So, dun ko siya unang na ano, nakilala. Wala, lumalabas yata yung age ko. Wait lang. But anyway, like international naman, sino yung mga influences mo?
Growing up, nauso yung ano pop punk emo when I
Mhm.
was growing up. And it's actually nauso siya ulit ngayon sa Gen Z. The younger people. Pero yun, like sina Avril Lavigne, Paramore was huge.
Oh yeah, parallel.
influence in my life. Even until now, like I love the new stuff that Hayley Williams is releasing.
Mhm.
Sino pa ba? Mga Switchfoot, very, yeah, very mga alternative rock. Pero
Alternative.
yung folk, mga folk stuff naman,
Mhm.
um, my dad let me listen to the Beatles growing up. So
Mhm.
that's a huge influence then on me.
What is your favorite Beatles song?
That's hard.
Parang hirap na question na
Um,
parang on top of your head, what's
siguro,
your
top of my head, I guess Blackbird is my
oh yeah.
favorite. I love the riff,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful song.
Since you're a fan of the Beatles, were you able to watch? Are you familiar with Across the Universe, yung movie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did watch that.
Stig, di ba? So anyway, sorry na sidetrack lang. I just wanted to share since you're also a Beatle fan here then. So anyway, ayun nga. So basa lang tayo ng ibang mga comments dito. There are people messaging na dito sa ating Facebook and YouTube. Sabi niya dito, from James Alfonso, ayun, sabi niya, "Hi Clara, I love your Tila music video. Nakakatuwa yung ambient sounds. Rinig yung birds and leaves, so calming daw." So yun, nakakalma daw. So,
Thank you, James.
sad sabi niya, parallel universe, heart emoji, tsaka smiley with the heart. Ayan, tapos nagpapa-good morning. So, pa-good morning daw po si
Good
Andrea.
morning. Good
Ayan.
morning, Andrea.
Also from Raf Clifford, Arlantico. Ayan, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Is it correct? Raf Clifford Arlantico. Ayan, good morning din daw sa'yo,
Good
Clara.
morning, Ralph.
Ayan,
Thanks for
so
listening.
Yun, the pandemic, no, a lot of the people, a lot of people were very, na-hit hard talaga tayo ng pandemic. Did you do something, different during the pandemic? Did you learn something new, or what has kept you busy during the pandemic?
Well, I kept myself busy with music actually. I released an EP last year, called Fragments, which was, all recorded in my bedroom, and
Mm,
yung producer ko, we just chatted online. I just sent him
mm,
files.
mm,
Tapos, so yun, that kept me busy. And other than that, I also started a Patreon page. Like,
mm.
just because I wanted to stay connected also to my fans. Kasi nga, syempre, walang live music
Yeah, like,
ngayon. And medyo matagal pa
yeah,
till we get that back.
yeah,
So yun, I started a Patreon page where I do live streams exclusively for them, um, every month. So that's been keeping me busy, and it's keeping me connected to my fans also, and it's keeping me inspired to create
yeah.
more music. Kasi ang hirap talaga ngayon.
But
Yun.
is it harder for you? I mean, 'di ba, I'm pretty sure sanay ka dun sa mga live sessions, like you do recordings, yung mga editings and all. Was it harder nung pandemic na? How is your creative process now, compared to nung pre-pandemic stages pa?
Um, it actually it took me back to like where I started. Kasi I started recording at home talaga eh, like for fun. I used to record songs for fun. I would hide in the closet with a condenser mic and record myself. That's really how I started. Tapos, syempre, eventually, I was able to book sessions in recording studios and hire people to play for me and like get a producer. Pero yeah, nung pandemic, I had to go back to that, yung home recording setup. And it was fun. Like I got to revisit that part of my life again, yung hiding in the closet. And I'm like
Correct.
super sweaty kasi kailangan i-off yung aircon and
Or
everything.
whatever
So
sound, you know?
yeah, it was fun. It's a different experience.
Basing it from your answer, so I would assume na parang you're much comfortable doing that rather than yung sa studio ba? Mas comfortable ka.
Studio.
Oo.
Yeah, I am. I am much comfortable because
Oh, I see. So,
I'm an
yeah, mas
introvert.
oo, ano tapos you get to ano pa 'no, you get to really think about yung ano, nung sarili mo lang 'no, you get to think about what you're gonna do, you get your inputs and all. So you edit din your music, ikaw din lahat talaga gumagawa this time around?
Nung when I recorded last year, no, hindi naman. I had my producer do that. Like siya yung nag-mix and nang master ng songs ko. Pero yeah, yung recording, ako lahat.
Nice, nice. Is it a long process for you or you really take your time or parang kasi or meron kasi mga artists na parang biglaan, in one click they get to parang, parang they have that inspiration bigla parang they get to do that in one go. Ikaw ba, how do you do your music naman?
I wish I could do it in one go, pero hindi eh. I think I'm medyo may pagka-perfectionist din ako,
Mm.
which is a good and a bad thing. Kasi paminsan hindi ko siya matapos. Yeah, what I try to do is, I record, I do my best, and then the next day I try to not listen to it, and then till like the day after, and I listen to it. Para lang, I get like parang new
Mm.
fresh sense of ears, like so I can listen to it again. Tapos, yeah, that's when I can like really criticize, like, oh, okay, this was okay. Because if I listen to it like right after I record, well, I'm just gonna butcher myself and be like, oh no, I
You're
did
gonna
so
redo it
bad.
again. You're gonna redo it. Sino yung mga unang
Yeah.
do you get to have other people listen to it muna parang before eto pakinggan niyo nga muna 'to if what you think is okay ba 'to, gano'n. Do you do that or talagang ikaw lang sa sarili mo na parang, "I think this is good for me," or you get to have, someone listen to it and, have their inputs then?
Yeah, definitely. I let my manager Dre listen to all my stuff, even yung mga demos ko na I record on my phone. Like, oh, what do you think of this? And yeah, I also have a few friends then na I send my demos to, and like a few people that yung opinion nila really matter to me. So yeah.
Like for your friends, what probably I know this is probably a question na ano, was there ever a time that your friend, very, very straightforward na parang, "Ay, ayoko," parang gano'n. Have you ever received that kind of comment?
No, actually, it's either my friends are really nice or magaling lang sila mangbola. And they're just like,
Ayan. But yeah, with
they're
the way with
always like encouraging.
but the way things are with the music that you're producing and releasing, so I am pretty sure you are doing a good job, especially for your fans sa lahat na nakikinig. And if you guys are not familiar with Clara Benin, you guys are missing out on a lot. So, ayun. So, kailangan pakinggan niyo si Clara. And also, outside music naman, hobbies and interests outside music. If not in the music, I know that probably this is your first choice talaga. Sabi mo nga na you grew up in a musical family, but if not music, probably what are you doing right now, probably professionally or career-wise? Ano, if hindi ka nasa music industry?
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe if I'm not like an artist,
Mhm.
like a musician, I would still be probably doing something that involves music. Like I would be a producer or maybe in the music business side because I did study music business
Hmm.
in college. So yeah, I'd probably be doing
Uh-huh.
that. Like definitely something with music. Pa rin.
It's still music, still in line, like production, like the backside of the industry.
Yeah.
More on I see, I see. So parang you're like a one ano pala no, parang you could stand alone pala no. You studied music then pala like the production and all that. So you can do it all pala talaga no. Nice, nice, nice. That's it. Tapos also, I also like a couple of months back, I know that you collaborated with one Singaporean artist, Gentle Bones. And yun pala, just to share, I got a hold of Gentle Bones like a few years back. I forgot the title of the song. I think Until We Die ba yun? That's the first song that I heard from him. And I became a fan. So you were able to collaborate with him then. So could you share to us the experience?
Um, I was actually a fan of Gentle Bones nung when he released Until We Die also. Like I remember the music video and everything.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that and I just found it so cool that, I didn't really know any Singaporean
Mm,
artists at that time. Like siya yung first, and I feel like his music was really nung time na yun medyo similar siya sa what I was releasing.
mm,
So it was cool na he reached out to me last year and he asked if I was game to collab. Tapos syempre his music has evolved into medyo pop R&B na siya,
mm, mm,
which I love. I love it when artists evolve. Pero it's still like the same. Yung the way he writes songs is still the
mm,
same. So it was, yeah, it was pretty easy, I guess. Like I didn't find it too challenging to write kasi the song that he wanted to write was very he wanted to inspire other people na take it one day at a time, it's okay na you're not feeling well kasi tomorrow will be better, like yun yung theme ng song, which I loved, and that's something that I really love writing about. So yeah, it was a fun collaboration.
Very, very timely nga din naman yung
Yeah.
message nun
Yeah,
'no,
yeah, it was very timely
at the
also.
time. So, this is during the pandemic kasi last year, eh, 'no? So, he reached out
Mm-hmm.
to you lang talaga, talagang parang grabe ta's fan mo tapos ay fan ka niya tapos he reached out to you. So, grabe siguro yung feeling, eh, 'no, na parang, "Oh, no," nag-reach out and then, the song, paano niyo ginawa yung song niyan? I'm pretty sure parang ano lang din, so parang I mean, no physical ano din talaga, 'di ba, like studio and
Mm-hmm.
all. So, how did it go?
I recorded it in my closet.
What?
Um, yeah, like just like all the other songs that I released last year. Yun, record ko lang siya sa closet ko, and I sent him all the stems, and sila na bahala with the mixing of the
Oh.
vocals. And I think they did a really good job kasi sobrang ganda ng quality that came out, for something that came out of my closet. It's
Uy,
really good.
grabe, from the closet pa yun, Imagine.
Yeah.
But I saw the music video din, it was a cool did you guys collaborate with the music video din?
Yes, we did. Ang galing ng production team. That was they were all from Singapore, and we just hopped in a Zoom call, and they directed me through that Zoom call. I just had the camera, and they told me what to do. Tapos medyo inayos pa namin yung kwarto ko. Naglagay kami ng plants just to make it more ano. But yeah.
Ayun. So, yeah, very, very interesting 'no, parang parang yun nga, you mentioned that you're very comfortable, doing it on your own sa closet, 'di ba? Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Nice. Pero with the way yun nga sa music, talagang grabe hindi natin mapapansin na ginagawa lang ni Clara yun sa kanyang closet. Ayan. So, meron tayong questions from our fresh pods na gusto na tinatanong nila. So, this were selected. So, let's start with James Alfonso. Sabi ni James Alfonso, describe daw your favorite and least favorite part of being an artist slash, nilagay niya slash musician. So, yun.
Um, my least favorite part siguro is like yung music has become my job. Like
Mhm.
sometimes, kasi syempre I'm a fan, I'm a music lover first before I became a musician. So sometimes like na-ruin yung experience ko of like listening to music. Like sometimes I'm in my car, I'm listening, I'm on Spotify, and then this song comes out that I really like, and then I start to like decipher each element. Like, oh, how did they record this? How did they record this part? Um, Kasi before naman, di naman ako ganun eh, I just simply enjoy it. But now, I can't help it but like, nitpick every
Mhm.
detail of every song. So yun, it's my least favorite part, but it's also my favorite part because I do enjoy, deciphering music, and yun, I don't know, yeah, that's my answer.
Follow-up question to that kasi nabanggit mo you get to nitpick nga. So, probably what is that one song na wish mo you were the one who did?
Ang hirap.
Grabe,
There's so many, but right now I super love this artist called Phoebe Bridgers. Her album, forgot the title of her album, pero I love it because it's very intimate, but at the same time, sobrang dami niyang elements. Parang dami nangyayari sa likod, pero it's just her and the acoustic guitar, and I love that. So she's the artist that I'm currently nitpicking.
Ayun, sige, I'll take a note of this, Phoebe Bridges. So, hindi ko pa napapakinggan 'to. I'll give it a go after this one. So, thank you for, sharing Phoebe Bridges. Ayun, so we have another question. This one naman from Bob Jacinto. Ang sabi niya, "What has been your favorite performance so far in your music career?" Ayan ang question niya.
Oh gosh, so many. Pero I would have to, if I had to pick one that, I can relive again, it would be my EP launch, my I Rose Up Slowly EP launch that happened noong 2019, and it was in 19 East. It was my favorite kasi wala, ang ganda ng sound sa 19 East if you've ever been there. Ang sarap
Uh,
mag-perform dun. And like we had like visuals prepared. So each song had like a different background, and it was very intimate, and all my the best part was all my friends and my family were there. Like my parents flew in to Manila just to watch me perform that night. Yeah, it was just such a fun night. Like I would love to relive it.
Sorry, nagko-follow-up question ako sa mga question nila. Was there ever a time that you made a mistake or bigla kang nagkamali
Oh,
during
definitely,
what do
so
you
many times.
so how do you go about it? Paano ginagawa mo if you make a mistake during parang sa mga live mo ganun?
Um, wala. I pretend that it didn't happen, and I just hope for the best that, sana hindi na notice ng crowd. Yun na lang iniisip ko. I try not to like overthink it.
Pero do you have like a ritual before you do you still get like anxious or parang yung parang when you get to perform live, parang do you still get like stressed out about it or na anxious ka pa rin ba? Like nervous, ganun, meron pa rin bang ganun?
Definitely. Pero, through the years, I've learned to manage
Mm,
my stage fright, and I think I'm doing a lot better now.
mm,
I try to have fun on stage and not overthink it, kung magkamali, kung may technical difficulties, okay lang as long as I'm having fun. Parang that's
yeah.
what I tell myself.
But do you have like a ritual before you go? Parang, di ba, some artists would like, they would do this muna. Parang some artists would do wacky stuff muna, parang pampatanggal ng ano nila. So do you have that din ba?
Wala, wala naman. I think I remember before whenever I do big shows with my band, we would all pray
Oo nga.
before going on stage. I guess yun na yung pinaka ritual ko.
Yeah, ano, parang when you get to pray, when someone would listen to you, di ba? Parang it's something ano na nakakatanggal talaga ng anxiety and all. Ayun.
Mm-mm.
And ito, last question from our fresh quads. Ito naman, galing naman kay Al Cabildo. Sabi niya, how do you balance music and other obligations in life? Yung medyo, how do you balance the music and your other obligations?
Um, how do I balance it? Well, I am a full-time musician, so there's really not much to balance. Kasi yun lang naman yung ginagawa ko. Yun, I'm a full-time musician, and I do try to, I guess the hardest part about it is really taking care of myself, like
Mhm.
physically, like making sure I get enough sleep. Because
Mhm.
sometimes, when you're an artist, you get so obsessed with your
What like
projects. Na
that?
parang it becomes your world.
Mhm.
And so I try not to do that. And I think I've been really good at taking care of myself the past few years. I mean, compared to when I started, it was I would say that I wasn't the most healthy
Mhm.
um musician kasi yun nga, I'd make it my world. I'd be so obsessed with my projects. Yun, I guess that's the way I balance it. I try not to hold on too tightly to my music,
Mhm.
and give myself rest also. Make sure I'm taking care of myself.
Yeah, oo nga. It is very, very important to yun get good
Mm.
rest. Especially right now during the pandemic, no, 'pag nasa bahay ka lang, 'no, parang you tend to procrastinate talaga, 'no, kasi parang sa bahay ka lang,
Mm.
chill ka lang, 'di ba? Pero yun nga, so good thing that you're still continuing to making your music din talaga. So aside from sa bahay, ginagawa mo pa sa bahay, like, sabi mo nga, you get indulged with making music. Pero what other stuff do you do at home? Especially nga ngayon, pandemic, ano pang ginagawa mo?
Well, December of last year, I bought a puppy. So I have a dog now, and yeah, he keeps me busy.
Obligation.
I'm like obsessed with him. He's also like my stress reliever whenever I get
Yeah,
stressed. I just
totoo,
take a
totoo.
break and cuddle him.
Anong breed ng dog natin?
He's a he's a English Cocker Spaniel Poodle
Nice,
mix.
nice,
So
nice
yeah,
naman.
very
Sabi nila,
interesting.
'di ba? Anong sabi nila when you have a dog now, it's like may parang plus 7 years of your life na parang dagdag daw talaga kasi nakakatanggal talaga sila ng stress. Sometimes when you stress out, and
Yeah,
you see your pet talaga, no? Parang just the fact that nandyan sila, eases out the tension and the stress talaga. Pero yun. Anyway,
so
guys,
true.
napasarap yung usapan natin. Napunta na tayo sa pet ni Clara. Pero yun, nalaman ko na meron siyang pet. Ngayon na, we're gonna go to na dun sa kanyang latest single, first ever international single. And ayun nga, it's called Suara Hati. So we're gonna have Clara explain to us kung ano ba yun. And yeah, you have the floor, Clara. So what's it about? So what's Suara Hati about?
So Suara Hati in English translates to the voice of my heart. And which I think sums up the song pretty well. And yeah, it's originally a Tagalog song, Tila, written and performed by Side Ace, Livon Kailao. And yun, I released a version of it as a part of an EP that I came up with a couple of years back. So medyo matagal ko nang release yung Tila. And yeah, we decided to translate that song particularly to Bahasa Indonesia kasi well, out of all the songs that I've released, I think Tila is the most. It's so simple,
Mhm.
and it's love is a universal language. So I felt like it would be the perfect song to translate to another language.
Yeah, so when you talk about love kasi it's like yun nga, universal. Everybody could feel it regardless of the language nga din, 'di ba? So it
Mm.
really makes sense. Kasama sinabay pa sa music, 'di ba? So sino tumulong sa'yo? I mean, are you familiar talaga with Indonesian language or yung Bahasa? So
No, not at all. But I did sing in Bahasa before. I think this was 3 years ago. I did a show in Singapore, and I performed with an Indonesian group. And it was like an ASEAN event. So I
mm,
had to
mm.
sing in Bahasa nung time na yun. So I do have, I guess, I've experienced performing in Bahasa before. And yun, no, na-realize ko nung time na yun is Bahasa is very similar to Tagalog.
Mm,
So,
mm.
kaya yun yung language na choose
That's
namin.
weird.
Pero, yeah, pero mahirap pa rin. It was hard.
Pero you were able to ano naman, so parang may nagtuturo talaga sa'yo like, how to go about the words, parang gano'n or you just listen to it lang, you get to watch it over YouTube, gano'n? Paano ba nangyari?
No, I did try to learn it by myself, pero buti na lang my producer, si Ringmaster, he actually grew up in Indonesia, so he speaks Bahasa fluently. So when I came in the studio and I tried to sing in Bahasa, kasi nga, yeah, I tried to learn it by myself.
Hmm.
Tapos, ang dami ko palang mali na words. So yun, kinorek niya ako and it was challenging to the proper like pronunciation of the words and stuff. So, but yeah, I had so much fun singing like translating Tila into another language.
Nice, ang cool naman nun. Pero I've also seen yung parang you call it a visualizer eh, no, di ba? So you were just playing the guitar, tapos may parang mga butterflies ba yun na sobrang subtle and sobrang, you could really feel the music. Pero do you have any plans of, making of like a full-blown music video of yung Suara Hati?
No, we don't plan on making a music video for it. I think the lyric video is enough, I think, and the song is it's so simple yet it's such a um powerful it has such a powerful message na love is everywhere, and I feel
Love it.
like a music video wouldn't be necessary na. I think the visualizer was enough for it to like represent the song visually.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Oo nga kasi yun nga, the visualizer pala sobrang ano na, sobrang ganda na talaga niya tignan. You playing the guitar lang and then, sobra ayun, solid na talaga. Guys, if you haven't seen the visualizer, if you haven't heard the music, guys, you have to. And again, yun, did I get correct? It's Suara, Suara Hati. That's how you pronounce
Yes,
it.
Swara Hati.
Suara, Hati. So guys, if you haven't listened to it, ayan, if you haven't seen the visualizer or yung video niya, go check it out. Ano pa bang inaantay nyo dyan? And a few thoughts from you, Clara, before we end the interview.
Um, Thank you for having me. I had so much fun. Thank you to Fresh FM for inviting me
You-
today and to everyone listening. Maraming salamat. I hope you guys can check out my latest single, Suara, Hati. If you guys loved Tila, I hope that you enjoyed this one. Kahit na ibang language siya, I hope it still speaks to you in a different way. Ayun, thanks guys, and stay safe everyone.
Ayun.
Thank
So,
you.
and also you get to ano na, you get to promote din yung mga social media mo so
Oh
everyone can.
yeah, of course. Yes, please do check out my other songs on. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You can follow me on social media. I'm Clara Benin Music, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Ayan. So yeah, thank you
So
guys.
yun guys, take note of that. So yun, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So do you have plans of making like, a TikTok account?
I do have a TikTok account, but I'm
Oh,
not so active in it.
yeah.
But I'm trying.
Ayun, ayun. Anyway, again, it's a pleasure. I mean, thank you na pinaunlakan mo ang Fresh FM for this interview. I also had fun. Thank you very much. I
Thank
have
you so much.
one more request lang. If
Yes,
you could do one request lang from us. You could just introduce yourself and you could just say that I'm Clara Benin on Fresh FM, your favorite hit music station.
your favorite hit music station.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you're
Hi,
ready.
I'm okay. I'm Clara Benin on Fresh FM.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Clara Benin on Fresh FM, your new music. Ano? Sorry.
Your favorite
Wait, I'm gonna
hit,
write it down.
sige, sige.
Your favorite, your
Hit music.
favorite music station.
Yeah, your favorite hit music station.
Your favorite hit.
Music station. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm Clara Benin on Fresh FM, your favorite hit music station.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Clara. Thank you. Uy, nawala si Clara. Ayun. But anyway, guys, ayun, sobrang nag-enjoy tayo today. Naputol siya siguro some tech difficulties. Nalaglag yata yung webcam ni Clara. But anyway, thank you if you're still here. Salamat, Clara, for giving us the opportunity to interview you. Ayun nga, guys, yung kanyang social media, do not forget also listen to Suara, Hati. Yun yung first ever international single niya. And yun nga, it's in Bahasa, Indonesia. Galing siya sa music niya before, like a couple of years back. It's called Tila in Tagalog. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't listened to it, go stream it. It's in Spotify, all digital platforms and all that. And again, thank you so much to everyone na nakanonood ngayon. This has been Johnny Bytes. I am out for now. See you guys later. Or you guys can catch me pala every Mondays through Thursdays, 7 a.m. to 10 in the morning, the Fresh Start. Again, Fresh FM, your favorite hit music station. Bye-bye for now.